Okay, Young and the Restless fans, we got to talk about another episode today. The Abbotts are trimming the Christmas tree. Daniel offers Phyllis a new job at Chancellor Winters, and Jack and Kyle's attempt to back Stark off could backfire. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS soaps, both the Young and the Restless and the Bold and the Beautiful. This is your Young and the Restless recap for December 16th, and without any further ado, let's talk about what went down in Genoa City today. So we're over at the Abbott estate, and Summer is thrilled when Kyle shows up. Now, he thinks that the Christmas tree looks great, and she left his special ornaments so they can finish decorating together. Now, as he tells her the stories associated with the ornaments, Tracy and Jack stroll in. Kyle updates them on the situation with the cabin, and Tracy knows that Christmas will be extra hard this year without Dee Dee. Now, it feels like their traditions are more important than ever. And then Summer and Tracy goes off to get eggnog, and Kyle tells his dad they need more than a Christmas miracle to end this threat with DIANE. When the ladies return, the four of them go through the ornament box. Jack is determined to make this a magical Christmas for both Allie and Harrison. Tracy then goes off to find another ornament, and once she's gone, Kyle now fills in Jack in on DIANE settling in at the cabin. Now, they are sure missing the holiday, especially with Harrison, and it's crushing her. Now, Summer still thinks that they should go to the police about Stark, but Jack thinks that would be a mistake. Now, after Tracy returns with the box, she announces that she's going to have drinks with a friend. On the way out, she also tells Kyle that she's sure everything is going to work out okay. Now, Summer gives her husband a hug and tells both of them to be careful, and then Jack and Kyle take off to see Jeremy Stark. So now over at Crimson Light, we see Ashley joining Tucker to hang out and drink some hot chocolate and cinnamon. Now she's still surprised that he took her out for that magical picnic. Now once they sit down, Ashley asks him to stop being so coy and tell her exactly what he's after. Now Tucker just want to help her build a business of her own. And she was on the verge of great things in Paris and was disappointed that she folded and returned to Jabo. Now, Ashley wonders, is this some convoluted way to go after Jabo? Now, Tucker wishes that she would just expand her idea of what happiness could be and what a bright future she could have all on her own, because she's the only Abbott with the drive to be a maverick, just like her father, John. And then she was like, well, why then do I need you? And he was like, well, you know what? You don't. Ashley, however, needs to get back home, but then thanks him for a lovely afternoon. So let's go over to Jabo, where Summer shows up, and she is not thrilled when she finds her mom in the office. Phyllis is cleaning out her desk, and they rehash why she got fired. Now, Summer reminds her it's about the morality clause in her contract, and she hopes that they can go back to being a family again once she gets past this DIANE thing. And of course, Phyllis, who is deluded about this whole situation and her accountability, accuses Summer of firing her as an act of solidarity with DIANE. And she's not going to get over that easily. Now, she also tells her daughter that the things can get messy when you're a mom. And she's confident that DIANE has been peddling a clean-up version of her life. Now, Phyllis says that she can understand why Kyle wants to believe her lies, but she can't understand why no one else seems to care that she's a liar. Now, Summer points out that she has pitted her against her own husband, and she betrayed her, and her firing her is all her own fault. So let's head over to the drama over at the Grand Phoenix, where we see Jack and Kyle go over to Jeremy Stark's suite as they push their way in as soon as he opened the door. Now Jack got to hold Kyle back as he's venting about his mom getting involved with Jeremy Stark. Now it's clear to Jack that Stark wants to settle his score with Diane and is able to elude the police. Now he points out that they have nothing to do with her past dealings, and now she's gone, there is no reason for him to even be in Genoa City. Now Jeremy was like, this a little too convenient, don't you think? But Jack says that with her gone, the closest thing he will get to payback is if they make an arrangement for a payoff. Now Jeremy isn't making any promises, but he will consider it. So over in Chelsea's apartment, we got none other than Billy Abbott joining her for a movie. Now he's surprised that she selected It's a Wonderful Life. Now Chelsea says that she lived through its darker scenes and she can handle it. Now he's eating popcorn and watching the movie. Now when the movie is over, they sing and she tells him she feels like the world is starting to be in color instead of gray. Now just like the movie, she's realizing how important life is and tells him that she's okay. And she thinks Christmas will be a lot more meaningful this year and already got a gift for Johnny. Now, Chelsea hopes that the boys can spend some time together over the holidays and adds that her conversation with Victoria seemed to go well. And then Adam shows up and he has gifts in hand for her and Connor. Now, after he spots Billy, he apologized for interrupting. Billy excuses himself and then he leaves and he asks what she's planning for the holidays. And Chelsea tells Adam that she needs to try to live a normal life again, and what that means is going to the big Newman holiday events. So over at Society, we see Lily, Devon greenlighting Daniel's project. Now Daniel is thrilled and can't believe they made their decision so fast. Me either. Now they discuss the next step and assure him that he doesn't need to rush anything. Now Daniel assures them that he will put together a team and worries Devon is regretting this already. Now they reassure him and know that this is all a huge undertaking, and Daniel gets back to hyping up his game and suggests that they make a big announcement about it in March. Now Devon thinks that it might be unrealistic and repeats that they don't need to rush anything. And after some back and forth, they agree to support him and he agrees to keep them informed of the progress. They chat about Christmas and how exciting it would be for Dominic, and then Devon gives Daniel a hug and take off. And Daniel thanks Lily and promises not to let her down. So over at Crimson Lights, Phyllis walks in and she sees Tucker, and Tucker has given her some random advice about being in Zen mode. As she's inches away from him, Daniel shows up and notices that she's smiling so much it looks like it's painful. And his mom leads him out to the patio and informs him that she and Summer have parted ways. And then that's when Daniel made an offer that she can come and work with him at Chancellor Winters. Now, she is absolutely amazed when he tells her that Chancellor Winters accepts his pitch. Now, there are some coders that he can hire, but he also needs someone he can trust to look after the day-to-day, even though Summer said that she can't trust her mom, and he doesn't agree. Now, that sounds great to Phyllis, and it makes a lot of sense to Daniel. So we're still at Crimson Lights, where we see Lily joining Billy in a booth, and he tells her that Chelsea is getting stronger day by day. Now Lily senses there's more to this story, so then of course he vents about Adam. However, with Lily, it seems to her that Billy thinks that he is the only one who knows what's best for Chelsea. That sounds almost hostile to him. Now Lily doesn't know what's going on in his head these days, and she thinks it's bigger than Chelsea. Chelsea. And if he cares about their relationship, they should go to counseling. And of course, he thought it was about him, but Lily says this is not about you. This is about both of us, and she's not confident that they can handle all of this on their own. However, Billy agrees to set something up after the holidays, and she thanks him. So now we're over at the Abbott estate, and Ashley arrives, and she notices that Kyle, Jack, and Summer have become abruptly quiet. I mean, crickets. And then Jack says finally that, oh, we're just trimming the tree. Ashley was like, oh, okay, cool. You know what? I'm going to head off for a bath. And then once she's gone, they quietly fill Summer in on what happened with Jeremy Stark. Now, Kyle is thinking of going to see his mom, but they don't think that's a good idea. They think that's risky. He can't stand the thought, however, of his mom being alone on Christmas Eve. So, I don't know. These moves might just backfire on him, but we got to wait and see. Okay, so there you have it, your Young and the Restless recap for Friday, December 16th, 2022. Stay tuned for the bold and the beautiful recap also for today. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye.